Okay, so it's David, and here at work, we got called for a dumpster fire, which they didn't tell us the dumpster was one of the big roll-off containers that somebody had thrown a burning 55-gallon drum into, which the wind pushed into these bales of cardboard and caught that on fire. So yes, that's how my afternoon is going. So I'll give y'all more info later. Okay, well, we're putting water on this fire. Finally, we got some more water in here. We're putting some dirt on it, trying to cover up these dumpsters so it's not going to be out here all night. So that's a little recap of what's going on. Well, this is a better looking inside. And those are the piles, the bales of cardboard that are burning. Got those knocked out. Covered this all. Hey everybody.
Hi.
This is Bella.
Hey, look over here, Bella. Oh.
Oh. So that's Bella. She's.
Give me kisses.
Yes,
Okay.
she's quite hyper.
Okay.
So.
It's bedtime.
You gonna.
Oh, it's day 8. Sorry, I'm being tapped.
That's not funny.
Okay, day 8. And we're hanging out here at the house. What you just watched was day 7, was David at work. I didn't make any videos yesterday. I just came home and cooked and took a bath.
Yeah. Relax.
Yes. Tonight we cleaned up the apartment, chased Bella around everywhere.
Yep.
So,
That's a full-time thing, right?
full-time job.
So we're gonna talk about
The proposal. So go ahead with your part.
So I kind of called her dad in the morning and asked if I could come over that evening and talk to him. And I wanted to talk to him. I'm like, oh, okay. I was a little worried because he said that he wasn't feeling good. He had a bad migraine. I was like, okay. So all day I was like, okay, what am I going to say? And I told my family that I was going over there to ask. And so I went over there and took her mom flowers. Stargazers.
Which was a good move on your part.
Yeah, it ended up, we didn't know at the time, but every major event in her life, she's gotten stargazer lilies, and that's what I took her.
Was when she got married. Got married?
When she had
me.
Yeah, when she had you, not me.
She had me. When she got married.
It was something else.
Well, now, and you asked me to marry you.
Yeah, and so there was 4 things.
Yeah.
So that, and then, so I went in, and she's like, okay, well, what do you want to talk about? And I was like, well, I wanted to talk to you about Brittany. She's like, okay. And she's like, well, what about? I'm like, well, I wanted to ask, if y'all would be okay if I asked her to marry me. And she kind of smiled, and she's like, well, it's up to her dad. So he set the hammer, the tool, whatever tool he was using. They were working on the travel
Luckily
trailer.
He didn't come after you with it.
He set that down and kind of was quiet. And so, he sat down, and her mom told me to sit down. So I sat down in the chair, and he asked me, well, do you love her? I was like, yes, sir. And he was like, you gonna take care of her? I'm like, yes, sir. And your mom sat down between us on the couch, and
Tried to give it in 3rd degree.
They both asking me questions and talking to me, and your dad really made me sweat before he said okay.
Did he ever ask you about a criminal record? I was always thinking they would ask.
No, he didn't. I think he knows because I'm a firefighter. You can't really have a criminal record.
True.
That's kind of a no-no. Yeah, you can't be licensed EMT and a firefighter and have any major criminal record. But he made me sweat for it felt like hours, and it was only about 15 minutes. And then he said it was he said it was okay, and her mom said it was okay with her, and they sent me on my way to come over.
Which was surprising. I can't believe they both said it was okay.
I'm a lovable guy.
This is true.
Everybody loves me.
Yeah. So he was planning to come over after work. I get off at 6.
Normally I'm here before she is.
Yeah, like 5:45.
Cooking her dinner.
Well, so I was waiting on him. Finally, he comes in. And he comes in, and he looks like a little boy with a big secret he can't keep, you know? And he's just like, barely gets in the door and then starts taking both of my hands into his hands. And I knew right then what was going down. And, like, I started shaking, and I was like, I'm going to pass out. And you were like, well, sit down. And I was like, no, you have to be I was like, if I sit down, you're still going to be taller than me. On your knees. And, Bella went to sleep. She's napping.
This is a good time.
Yes. And then when she wakes up, it's like, release the Kraken.
Yeah, so continue your story while you can.
I forgot what I said.
About you almost passing out and me being taller than you still.
So he finally was like crouched down on both knees and kind of hunkered down, so he was shorter than me. Because he's 6'2" and I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
So, and then he, said some romantic little stuff. He woke the Kraken.
Sorry, Kraken.
Said that God made him for, or that,
God brought us together for me to take care of you.
Yeah.
That when I'm cold and wet out and fighting a fire or something, you're what keeps me warm and dry.
Which I kind of think he stole song lyrics. Isn't there a song about that?
I've never heard the song if there is. And I told you, you're the first thing I think of, and the last thing first thing I think of when I wake up, and the last before I go to bed.
Yeah. And then I was just like, okay, get on with it, because
you're all, come on.
Okay, just ask me. And then finally he was like, okay, will you marry me? I said yes. I was just already over the whole speech.
The waterworks start.
Then I start crying.
And we've got pictures, and I will post those, even if she doesn't want them. They need to be documented.
Well, I was trying to smile, and I was all like, ooh, trying to smile through my tears,
pointing at the
my
ring.
And I couldn't stop crying.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then
But I really was happy, but I look like I'm in pain.
We had to recreate the me on the knee picture because she wanted.
I was like, get down on your knees. And I took a picture with my. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how this all happened.
Yep. And it's been, a whirlwind.
It's been a crazy weekend one day.
Event ever since, yes.
So, we just got to book a venue. Once we do that, we can kind of relax.
Yeah, well,
every place
slow down.
I have wanted has been booked on art. We want to get married 10/10 of this year. But
because we've decided that Brittany can't keep track of dates. Do you want to try it again?
Yes, I do know it now.
What is it?
July 2nd.
All right, good. We just talked about this 10 minutes ago, so she remembered. So proud.
I think of him as July. You know why? I think it's the day his birthday is the day before we met, so I always think that we met July 5th. So I think automatically that his birthday is July 3rd.
We met July 4th. And my birthday is July 2nd. That is not the day before.
The day before.
It's
the day
2
before.
days before.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, 10/10 will be easy to remember.
We hope. I think you're doing good sometimes to remember your own birthday.
It's easy because it's all 9s.
Okay.
9/19/1990.
The other day you had 9/1990. I was like, okay. At least it's not just my birthday.
So yeah, I'm still holding out hope for that one place, and I'm willing to move our date to get married.
Anything but Halloween in October.
Yeah. So I just need to get off my butt and actually email her back. Email her.
The guys at work were giving me a hard time saying we should just go on when they do the mass wedding here on
February 14th?
Yeah, for Valentine's Day, and we can just go do it there and it's free. My boss even told me he would give me a free day off to go do it.
No. Sorry. My mom's been dreaming of this day since I was a little girl. Me, not so much. I never dreamed about my wedding, ever. I always just imagined
she skipped right to the
house
husband and kids.
The husband and kids. I never dreamed about the wedding, so I don't really know what I want. I don't have these preconceived Cinderella.
This is a first.
I don't have this vision of what my wedding's supposed to be. And we're really relaxed people, so I don't really want this whole Cinderella themed type thing. I just want me and you.
No tiara, no,
I told him, I said, oh, well, I can't really say that, but anyone who wore a tiara to the wedding, I think, is really just stuck up. I'll try to think of a nice way to put that. And I've watched enough of Bridezilla the last week.
I'm really hoping it doesn't turn into a how-to guide for her.
I keep looking at these women, and I'm like, oh my god. Like,
that one the other day was horrible.
Their families and their groom families so horrible. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to ever even be perceived as that type of person.
That one was just horrible. I just was...
One girl went through her wedding and to the reception, and then at the reception, her husband handed her back the ring, and they got their marriage annulled because she kicked his dad out of the reception for taking her dad home. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Did her dad ask his dad to take him home?
Yes.
So what was the problem?
She was mad that her dad didn't show up, and she felt like the groom's dad did it out of spite to her so that she couldn't have any family there.
Yeah, she was whack to begin with.
Because she had already made her mom and her sisters mad, so they decided not to come to the wedding, so only her dad was coming.
Well, she was a wacko. That was obvious.
Yeah. But I don't think I could be that way.
I hope not. I don't think you could.
No. You better say that.
You're perfect in every way, baby.
I did not pay him to say that.
No, I mean that.
Yeah.
No fingers crossed, no nothing.
Alright, well, we'll keep this we'll try to keep this kind of short because the other videos we got to add to the front of this video.
Yeah. So.
Or whatever. So.
The video in front of this is gonna be, sorry for it being a little messed up. It's, shooting video, then putting out some fire, shooting some video, putting out some fire.
You can multitask though, apparently.
Yeah. I can shoot video while I'm putting out fire occasionally. Evidently, I got one of the videos upside down, so we're going to have to flip that. It may end up you just have to stand, on your head to view it.
Yeah. All right. So, good night. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next couple of days.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.